I'm not even sure how many 4 stars. 6, that's good. Quite honestly, I don't even pay attention to 4 stars. That's why I didn't know, and I'm not good, leading you in the wrong direction. I don't have a clue how many 4 stars we had. What we're looking for is young men that fit our culture, and ones that we know that will come in here, work hard, do all the things that I talk about. I don't need to repeat all that, and stay here. Unless they have a good reason to jump in the portal and go somewhere else, okay? We think that's very important with the trend and the way things are moving. Geographically, we want to stay as local as possible because we think that helps us keep young men that are here to push through times when maybe it's not as fun to stay here, and then it pays off in the end, like Devin Harper. Kind of comes back to what I said 2 weeks ago. We have a chance right now at Oklahoma State, if it's handled correctly, to move to the top, if we do it right. Now, I can't control that. I'm not in charge of the overall concept of what we're doing here, but we have a real chance if we're willing to move forward and take that step right now. And this is a good example that you brought up. I don't know that we've ever signed, you know better than me, you study it, 4 or 5 players that had traditional offers from schools that we don't beat. So we self-scout. We do it everything we do around here, right? And our production level per capita, for lack of a better term, in the state of Oklahoma has been through the roof. So we feel like that there's players here that people overlook based on we don't have real athletic hours in the state like Texas. Our state schools aren't funded like, I'm just using Texas because everybody knows about Texas. The coaches aren't funded like Texas. So people kind of bypass this area. I think that the coaches and the development of the players in the state of Oklahoma in the last 4 to 6 years has increased dramatically. So I'm going to guess we probably missed a couple kids in the state. There's been a couple, 3 kids every year that go somewhere else and play good because recruiting is not a perfect science. But if you're in the state of Oklahoma, you're certainly going to get the first option here based on geographical region. It's easy for them to get here. Things get a little tough. I can go home and talk to mom and dad, drive 2 hours back. Okay, it's going to be okay compared to I'm from wherever I'm from. So we've had a lot of success with them. We took 3 defensive line ends, D linemen that it's going to be interesting to see how they develop. They're Collin Oliver, Trace Fordish, a little bigger, so they might push to 280. We don't know, but the ones we got, we really like, and I think it's pretty evident that our evaluation of that particular position over the last few years has been as good as anybody in the country. Yeah, so our recruiting staff's been fabulous. Okay, they guide our defensive staff, and those guys do a good job. Listen, here's the deal. There's continuity and structure over here because I've been here 18 years. And when you have that, you have continuity, you have structure, that you have what you call consistency. So parents understand that, the recruits understand that. Coach Knowles was a fabulous coach, and we'd like to keep him here for 100 years. He's not going to be here anymore. Nothing's going to change. Okay? We won't miss a beat. We'll hire another coordinator. I've done this for years and years and years. It's my job to find a smart, loyal, hardworking person that'll come in here, okay, and work with them, whether I'll hire from inside or I'll hire from outside. Got to hire somebody. And that's not going to be a problem because they'll come into this culture. If they don't want to come into this culture, it don't make a difference to me who it is or how good he is. They're not coming. We're not changing what we do. Consistency is the most important thing in building a big-time college football program, in my opinion. Now, I've never been at some of these schools where, as people say, you wake up on third base and think you hit a triple. I've never been there. So I don't know what it's like to coach at a school like that. Coach Knowles will know. This is the most movement and fly-by-night operation there's ever been in college football, in my opinion. I've been in it for 35 years. So before then, I don't know. But with the availability of the portal, which I've said before, there's good reasons for the portal. Like we'll have, we could have 2 or 3 or 4 players even here that are very happy, but they still they might get in the portal because they want to go somewhere and start, which we don't want to lose them, but we also understand. But the way the portal's operating right now, you're seeing starters, like they bring it in to me and I scan it. Young men that are starters places that are still leaving. So because of that, the instability in this game is growing year by year. Well, what direction that's going to go, I don't know. But, again, I go back to here. We have a chance, if we take that step and decide this is what we want to do here at Oklahoma State in football, we can take the lead. Because we have as much stability as anybody in the country, maybe other than Iowa, would be my guess. I could be wrong. Am I pretty close to that? He's been there, I'm 18, he's been there 21 or something. And I think most of their staff's been there. Other than that, it's us, stability. So that depends on what they're looking for. You come here, you want to be a part of the team, you want to get an education, you want to be in our culture, you want to make friends for life, you want to develop as a young man, you want to learn how to be a better husband, a better father, contribute to society, you come to school here. You want all the other stuff, you don't come here. It's not who we are. That's okay. No hard feelings, either way. Most everybody used the resources they had with Zoom, virtual tours, on-campus visits, but what he alluded to was the reason why is because we have structure, continuity. Most of our staff's been together forever. I've been here for 35 years other than 5 years of my life, and so that makes a huge impact on an organization, in my opinion. People recognize us with our structure, our culture, and the consistency we have here. That's how we're able to get that done.
You don't even have these guys on campus yet, but is there a Collin Oliver in this class, a guy you feel like can step in his first year and play a role?
Sure is. Yep.
Who would that guy be?
Well, I'm not going to say. There's three of them there. So we have to call it like it is, right? We want to be honest in here with each other. We've been pretty good at evaluating that position, right? So we like what we have in a big way.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.